Hi, we're back with another Aniioki bike maintenance video. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about two components, the derailleur and the shifter cable. Without the shifter cable, the derailleur cannot switch gears. So the shifter cable is very important. Why are we talking about this particular part? Well, quite simple. Go back to one of my latest videos where I mentioned I was just simply standing in place. I was on some loose gravel and I decided to go right. So when I did that, the bike just simply fell. And because there's no derailleur guard to protect it, the derailleur simply bent. Here it is here. This is it. Now, some people can bend and whatnot, and I've done that to many people's bikes that I've performed maintenance on that did not want to pay for an entirely new derailleur. I always suggest they do replace the derailleur, but hey, I can make it work. I decided to replace mine. I ordered my parts from Aniioki. My parts came, both the derailleur, the chain, and a few other hiccups. In the meantime, we are going to change out the shifter cable today. The derailleur has already been installed. So, what type of shifter cable do we need? First of all, let's get rid of the derailleur. We already changed that out. And when it comes to the shifter cable, this is the one we need. Look very close. Before I go on, we want to point out that you have a Shimano shifter. So it's very important to replace it with a cable that's made for Shimano. Now don't worry, I'm going to put this cable down in a link below the video, in the description or the comment section, maybe both. And this particular one, I got it in 300 mm. Why? Because that's the largest they come, and I'd rather have more cable. Oftentimes, companies do send their bikes out with a little bit of cable to work with over time as you perform maintenance on your bike. Well, I like to have what they call a loop. And I've done this to many customers, and I simply zip tied the loop together and braced it to the frame of the bike so that it doesn't interfere or get caught up in your spokes or any other moving parts. It can become a little daunting and frustrating for many who don't know how to perform maintenance on their bikes when it comes to changing out the shifter cable. So that's what we're going to do right now. And we're going to have to remove some parts in order to get to the shifter cable. So let's get going and get that started right now. Okay? Okay? For number one, we're going to need to remove the throttle. Off. You want to make sure you go down here and take off the actual little sort of covering here, sort of like a spiral type rubber. Now, before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and cut the cable from the bike, because I think what I'm going to do on this one particularly is push it through. You want to keep this in the little spring. You're going to reuse it. And now you can push the cable through. Push it a little bit. You want to make sure you don't lose this little guy here. Push the cable through. So first things first. Oh, they even give you an end clip. I have thousands of those, but they give you one. Don't miss that, okay? We're simply going to untangle this, just like so. Voila, all done. Now, while you're using this cable, make sure you don't fray the ends. You can see how they sort of burnt the tip. Okay, don't fray the ends. So we're going to take this, we're going to take our shifter, and we're going to carefully move it through here, just like so. And we don't want to sort of bang it on the end. Just a really quick note here. When you put this cable in, make sure this shifter is all the way down. Push this button here. Otherwise, it's not going to line up. So let's go ahead and get this in. Voila. We made it this far. Let's continue. In the meantime, let's temporarily tighten this right up to the handlebar so it doesn't move too much. You don't have to over tighten it, but just enough that it don't move too much. And then we're going to simply take this guy right here. We're going to carefully put it into that little tiny hole. You guys know how to do that, right? And we're simply going to leave this right here, okay? So from this point, we're going to simply push the cable through carefully. Remember, it's going through a smooth housing. We don't need to over push. Okay, now I will tell you something. Depending on your comfortability and expertise, you may want to use a little lube. Lube, get thing in there really smooth, less friction, and it doesn't end up hurting the, in this case, the housing. All right. And we're just going to take our time. I know the video is long, but some of these areas I like to do it and show you the full point instead of just doing a speed through. Okay? Now I want you to look over here really fast. Look closely. We'll see the cable coming through. See that cable right there? Yeah, it's coming through. And we want that to happen. And once we do that, we can come up here and pull it on through, just like that. Okay? Perfect. I'm not going to tighten anything right now. I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay? And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, once again, take my brake lever, okay? And we're going to replace that back on here, just like so. All right, we can adjust everything somewhat and don't worry about having to do it perfectly. So let me go ahead and get the tools out here. And I'm just going to, this is all done in reverse. Okay, this is done in reverse. All right, and you'll notice that I, moved everything closer. And I did that originally because it fits the way I ride and how I want to have things on my bike. Now, once again, we're not going to tighten any of this. We're just giving it a little turn, a half turn, or maybe a full turn, a turn in some cases. Now, from this point, we want to go ahead and we want to put on the actual shifter. And the shifter, let's look at the bolt here, okay? All right. The bolt was about right there. Okay, and we want to go ahead and tighten that as well. And we're going to take out that number 3 we had earlier. And we're going to go ahead and go in here and just do a simple, just really simple. Okay, nothing tight, just enough to keep it a little snug. We can come back and finish that. This is all put back together. Now we need to go over here and connect the wires. And remember what we talked about earlier, okay? We have to put everything back as color-coded. Remember, you have a little dip here, and you have a little nipple inside of here. But most of all, follow the arrow. There's an arrow here, and I want to get a little bit closer because I really want you folks to see this. Okay, do you see that arrow right there? And you see the arrow right there? You want to make sure they're pointing towards each other, okay? And once you do that, you simply push them completely in. Don't twist, don't turn, just push them in like that. Okay, voila. There's the arrow there. Push in, connect. Voila, done. So as you see, it's very easy to replace your shifter cable. Just slide it through the housing and take your time. We can put back on the ribbon housing after everything is done. But for now, we want to make sure that we take care of this. All right, so let's take care of this. Now that we're at the derailleur and the shifter cable, if for some reason you ever needed to disconnect your chain or replace your chain, you're gonna need these tools right here. You can purchase these tools from Park Tool. I did have to replace this tool through Amazon because you see that nipple right there? That bent. So, you know, if you put too much pressure, it will bend. I do prefer another one by another company, which I also purchased. I'm waiting for that one. But for the most part, this is the type of tool you're gonna need, both of them, okay? And I've already installed my chain. It's a brand new chain. And I have these two items here that I spoke about earlier, don't lose. They actually come with the actual derailleur. So I'm gonna place these to the side temporarily. And what I wanna do, number one, I want to immediately take the end cable here, and I am going to take, number one, the housing right here. Okay, I'm going to put that on. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put this little spring on right here. And let's see how this goes. Sorry about the camera angle. Okay, right here. All right, there we go. There's the spring action we want. Then we're gonna go ahead and we want to thread this through. Let me get a little bit closer. You folks see this part here? There's a hole in the front. You wanna thread it through, okay? And then you wanna go ahead and pull it through like this. All right? Now, once you do that, you do have this in here that's sort of threaded. You want to thread that in there. So remember, that's very, very important to get that threaded in there. A lot of people always miss that part. But let me go ahead and do that really quick. Now, I do know that it's very difficult, but you have a screw here. And I'm going to try and get down as best I can to show you folks that screw, okay? Let me get a little bit closer. I'm gonna angle this as best I can because I really want you to see this. And then we're going to simply, there's a nipple on a little bracket on the end of that screw, and we're gonna simply put this in here, okay? We're gonna have to loosen this bolt a little bit, okay? And we should be able to. There we go. There we go. We got it. And then, you know, we just got to be careful. We got to get this bolt tightened back on here. But let me show you what it looks like off. Here's what it looks like off. Can you folks see that? Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. This is what it looks like off. So that cable has to go here. Right there. Okay? And here's the bolt to lock it in. But let me go ahead and put that on. And if you ever have a problem with trying to slide that through, just take off these two items here. Put your cable right there, and then just go ahead and tighten it right back over. Works just the same. Now, here's a little thing that I like to use. A lot of people like to use a little crescent wrench. But personally, I like to utilize my ratchet. And I ratchet this cable in, and making sure that you got a snug fit, don't over tighten, and that's in. That's done. Once I do that, people use different tools. They use crimpers or whatnot. I just use my needle nose tip. See that? Perfect every time. Pull on it a little bit to make sure it doesn't back out. And guess what? we've just completed a derailleur install. That bolt right there. We know how to install the actual shifter cable now. And that's pretty much it. From this point, you may have to make some adjustments on the screws if your derailleur is off for any reason. And if it is, that's easily done. I'm going to show you how to do that on part 2, how to adjust your derailleur on the Aniioki A8. Shalom. Take care.